Good morning, scientists. I hope the background looks familiar and you guys feel like you're back in class today, which is fun. So we are going to, you see my glove, we're going to dissect a crayfish today. So a crayfish is in the phylum Arthropoda and the subphylum Crustacea. And what's cool is that the phylum Arthropods makes up the largest of all the animal kingdom because it also, not only does it include crabs and crayfish and lobsters and those types of things, but it also includes animals like arachnids, different insects, centipedes. Those are all part of the arthropod phylum. So we are going to get going on dissecting this. I'm going to turn the camera and face it so you guys can see what we're doing. We'll point out the different parts and we're going to have fun dissecting today. All right? Let's go. All right, first we're going to go over the external anatomy of the crayfish, so all the different parts of it. So we're going to, obviously this right here is the antennae. The smaller ones down in here are the antennules, okay? The cephalothorax is its shell right here. The abdomen is this back part right here. We have the tail underneath this part right here, which is called the telson. We have the walking legs, which are the ones right here, and then obviously his head, okay? So we are going to cut him open. So I'm gonna cut the camera and cut him open, and what I'm going to do, he won't stay right now, but I'm going to cut down the cephalothorax and open up this part so we can see inside, and then I'll also cut into part of the abdomen as well. All right, here we go. All right, I went ahead and cut open the shell, and then I put these pins in place to hold it open because it kept turning. So we cut through the carapace and we cut through the abdomen. So here are the shell pieces, which are kind of cool. And we will put these actually under the microscope a little bit later, and you guys can look at that in a little bit more detail. It'll be pretty cool. So once we cut through on either side of our crayfish, right here we have gills, and then on this side as well we have gills. And we know the gills are what help them to breathe in oxygen from the water. It would be like our lungs. So those are the gills. We have the stomach right here. We have, I cut through a piece of it on accident, but we have the digestive gland here, and then the heart, which I kind of accidentally cut through a little bit right here. Okay, so down in here we have the gonads, and this right here is the intestine. So whenever you eat lobster, that's the part they take out, is that part right there, which is in all arthropods. So there's their intestine, we have the gonads, and again, this is part of the abdomen. This was the cephalothorax. So we cut through the shells so we can get into the internal anatomy. So again, we have the stomach right here, we have the gills on either side, we have the digestive gland and the heart right here, here and here, and then down in here, the gonads and the intestine. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and flip this over and we will check out some more of its anatomy. Back to some external anatomy, we have the telson right here. And then right here we have the swimmerets, the little kind of leggies that help them swim along with their telson. We have the walking legs and then the chelipeds, and we already went over the antennae and the antennules over here. And the rostrum is on the, flip it over right here, is the rostrum. Rostrum, antennules, antennae, okay? Then the walking legs, the swimmerets, the telson, okay? So if we move their little legs down in here, we have the mouth, which is right down in there. You get a, so you guys can see the mouth. Right there is his mouth, okay? All right, down in here, if you see these little kind of cords down in there, these are the nerve cords. You can see it goes from its head all the way through, and that's the nerve cord. It goes over here. This was the stomach right here, and I cut that open to show you inside these little tiny claw-like things right here And right in here, it's kind of hard to see, but right here, they're almost like little tiny claws, and this is where it breaks up food more. It first breaks it up with its mouth, and it goes to its stomach. It has a cardiac stomach and a pyloric stomach, and these little tiny claws inside here will break up the food even more to aid in digestion, which is pretty cool. All right, moving on more. So I already told you about the nerve cords right there, and the nerve cords lead to the brain. So that's going to be really small and hard to see, but it's back in here, and these nerve cords lead it to the brain there. So then if we look inside of here, hopefully you guys can see this right here, and then down in here are the green glands. Now the green glands remove toxin from the crayfish's body, kind of similar to how our kidneys work. Oh, there we go. You can see that better. Right here is one, and then the other one is just right here. Okay? Okay, now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna break off some of the sections and we're gonna put it under a microscope so you can see it more clearly. Okay, here we have one of the chelipeds, which is like their arm, and it is it's attached at the cephalothorax, and it is used to grasp both food and prey. So you can kind of see the sharp edges at the very tip, right there. And then you can see the opening in here. So it would open up, use the muscles in there to clasp its prey. Now what's cool is you can see the spikes all throughout it. If I turn it sideways, you can really see how sharp they are. Lots of spikes all along it. And here's the whole arm. So from here, all the way to the end cheliped. All right, the last part we're going to look at is the shell that we had cut open. This is from the cephalothorax. I love seeing the little detail of the tiny hairs on the edge. And this is where it connected to the abdomen right here on this end. Okay, so down here. And then let's look at the inside of it. You can see the different protective coatings inside that would have helped protect its organs along with the shell. Pretty cool. Okay, here we have the telson, which is its tail. Right here, it almost kind of looks like a mermaid tail. And this is what helps the crayfish to swim. So it helps with its little swimmerets. This aids in swimming. So if you can see the little tiny hairs on the ends of it. And then here is the underside of it where it connected to the abdomen. We cut it there. So I think that is really cool. And I think the inspiration for mermaid tails might have come from lobster or crayfish. Kind of cool, guys. All right, that concludes our dissection for virtual marine biology today. I hope you guys enjoyed it and you learned something new about crayfish, or the phylum Arthropoda, or the subphylum Crustacea. Have a wonderful week, guys.